Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Arshi Education Valley. I welcome you all to my another session with ChatGPT. I'm going to discuss with Maya how to improve focus and concentration. So, focus and concentrations are the engines that drive productivity, creativity, and personal growth. In a world full of distractions, learning how to sharpen our attention is more important than ever. Today, I want to explore some practical strategies, habits, and mindsets that can help us strengthen our ability to concentrate. So, to guide us in this way, I'm going to call Maya.
Hey there.
Hey, Maya. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are
How's
you
your
today?
Saturday going? Hey,
Yeah,
did you want to keep chatting?
yes, I'm enjoying my Saturday.
Glad to hear it. What's been the highlight so far?
Nothing so far. Just had my lunch. Now I am with you.
Hmm. I'm honored to be the official highlight of your day.
Thank
Though I
you.
suspect hiding lunch. You're so welcome. Wait, let me loop back to that lunch comment. I'm guessing you meant had your lunch? Because if you're actually hiding it, I have to know the strategy. Are we talking about a secret snack stash? Or are you protecting a really good sandwich from a roommate?
Nothing. I just had rice and some curry.
Classic combo. Nothing beats curry on a Saturday afternoon. What kind was it?
That was a vegetable curry.
Nice. Veggie curry is such a mood. Was it one of those everything in the fridge kinds of curries, or did you go for a specific recipe?
Oh yeah, what was there? Whatever was there in the fridge, then I made it.
The fridge raid special. Honestly, those are usually the best ones. There's
Okay.
something about the
So
chaos of random veg.
yes, of course.
Yep.
Thanks for asking. So let's discuss on a topic how to improve focus and concentrations. Are you ready for that?
I'm totally ready.
Okay.
So, where are you feeling the most? Go ahead.
Yeah. What are the most effective daily habits to improve focus and concentration?
The big ones are monotasking, the Pomodoro technique, and creating a sensory trigger for your brain to enter focus mode. Monotasking is basically just the opposite of the multitasking lie we've all been sold. It's picking one thing, deciding it's the only thing that exists for the next hour, and ignoring the rest. And those sensory triggers, like a specific playlist or even a certain scented candle, act as a signal to your brain that it's time to lock in. Any of those sound like something that would actually stick for you?
Yes,
Which one speaks to you most?
I think the first one.
Monotasking
Hmm.
is a total game changer. The hardest part is usually just getting started without the urge to check everything else first.
Hmm.
What's the first thing you'd actually want to focus on?
Note tasking is very good for me. So I take notes before starting my day, one day before, and I give priority to those tasks which are like
Wait, what is note tasking
important.
exactly? Is that where you map out the whole flow of the day or more like a hit list of things to check off? I'm guessing it's the hit list, especially since you
Yes,
mentioned giving them priority.
yeah, at
I've
least.
actually got some thoughts on that.
Okay, so then how does sleep quality impact our ability to stay focused?
Basically, if your brain is running on empty, focus is the first thing to go. When you don't get enough sleep, your brain just can't filter out the noise as well. It's like your internal do not disturb button is broken. So every little notification or random thought suddenly feels urgent. Plus, your prefrontal cortex, which is where all the heavy lifting for decision making and focus happens, starts to lag. It's a vicious cycle. because the more tired you are, the harder it is to focus, and the more stressed you get about the unfinished work, which then ruins the next night's sleep.
Okay, so what role does nutrition play in maintaining concentration throughout the day?
It's basically like fuel for your brain. Complex carbs are a huge one. If you eat a bunch of refined sugar or simple carbs, you get that spike, but then the subsequent crash makes you feel like you're trying to think through a fog. Omega 3s, like those found in walnuts or fatty fish, are also huge for cognitive function. Water is the most underestimated part. Even mild dehydration can cause brain fog and a drop in concentration. You've mentioned that rice and curry go away. What else do you usually have in your rotation?
I take some fruits, some dry fruits, some juice,
That's a
and
solid
tea.
spread. Fruit, berries, and nuts are like cheat codes for concentration. You notice any
Which
your
nuts?
lyrics like, well, if we're still in focus mode, we could talk about the concentration killers that sneak up on us throughout the day. We could also explore how to actually rebuild your focus after a major distraction, since that's usually where the real struggle is. Which one sounds more useful?
Hmm, you're right. So, can
I'm glad you
mindfulness or meditation practice significantly enhance attention span?
huge. It's like a workout for your attention. Most of the time, we're just letting our focus drift like a leaf in a stream. But mindfulness is about noticing that drift and gently pulling your attention back. Over time, that act of returning actually strengthens the brain's ability to stay locked in. What's your experience with it?
Hmm, nothing as such. So, how can someone reduce digital distractions while working or studying?
Physical boundaries are the way to go. If you can't put the phone in another room, at least flip it face down. The out of sight, out of mind thing is a real psychological hack. A lot of people find turning on Do Not Disturb or using a dedicated focus app helpful too. But honestly, the hardest part is the itch to check. Since you're already doing that hit list prep the night before, does your current system include any specific rules for when to step away from the screens?
Nothing much.
Yeah, it's an easy gap to miss. Honestly, just picking one thing to be off limits for a set amount of time can make a huge difference. Since
Okay.
you've already got that hit list system working for you, do you think adding a screen free window into it would feel like a chore or something you'd actually enjoy?
Yes.
Nice. When would be the best time to actually do that? Maybe first thing in the morning or right before you dive into that hit list?
Yeah, right before.
That's a smart move. It gives your brain a chance to actually settle in before you hit the ground running with
So,
your tasks. How
yeah.
long of a window are you thinking for that?
So, what are the best time management techniques to sustain focus on task?
Pomodoro is the classic for a reason. You basically set a timer for 25 minutes of pure undistracted work, and then you give yourself a 5-minute break to stretch or grab water. It tricks your brain into starting because you're only committing to a short burst rather than an endless mountain of work. Then
Okay.
there's time blocking, which is more like assigning a specific appointment on your calendar for a task. Since you're already into that hit list vibe, time blocking is basically just giving every item on that list a dedicated home in your day.
Okay. So, what are some
Not sure if
scientifically proven methods to overcome procrastination?
the 5-second rule is a great one. The moment you feel yourself hesitating to start, you just count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and move physically on that one. It interrupts the brain's habit of overthinking and forces you into action. Then
Okay.
there's temptation bundling, where you only let yourself do something you love while doing the thing you're avoiding. Like you only listen to your favorite podcast while folding laundry. Since you enjoy your rice and curry, maybe that's the reward you set for after the first big block of work. Do you think a reward like that would actually pull you through the procrastination?
No, I don't think so.
Fair enough. Most of us are too hungry for curry to let it wait as a prize.
No, no.
Sometimes the most effective thing is to just break the task down until it's so small it's almost ridiculous. Like instead of writing the report, your goal is just open the document.
Okay, so what role does environment, lighting, noise, workspace setup play in concentration levels?
Lighting is everything. Cool, bright light usually signals to your brain that it's time to be awake and alert, whereas warm, soft lighting can accidentally lull you into a winding down state, which is great for your reading habit, but a disaster for a high priority task. Then you've got noise. Some people need total silence, while others find brown noise or lo fi beats create a sonic cocoon that blocks out the rest of the world. And workspace layout, if you're working from your bed, your brain starts to think sleep instead of work.
Mm,
Setting up a
right.
dedicated spot for your hit list creates a mental boundary that says, I'm here to get things done. What's your setup look like right now?
No, I don't sit on the bed. I just sit on my desk with my chair and I start doing.
That's the way to do it. Having that dedicated
Yes.
spot is a huge advantage.
But for those who
Since you're
want pin drop silence while they are reading, they are learning. For them, what do you suggest?
for the pin drop silence seekers, noise canceling headphones are the gold standard.
Oh,
If those are an option, a white noise machine or even a fan can create a consistent background hum that masks random spikes of noise, like a door slamming or someone talking.
okay,
Then there's the old school approach, like using a library or a quiet corner of a cafe. It's all about finding a way to shut out the chaos so they can actually hear their own thoughts. It's a tough
okay.
spot to be in when the world is just too loud to think.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much, Maya, for enlightening us on this topic. So I hope I will see you in the next session. Bye bye.
Anytime. I'm glad we could dive into all that. It sounds like you've got a great rhythm going with your hit list and your desk set up. Talk soon.
Thank you everyone for joining us in this delightful session. See you in the next session. Until then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.